I will never retire. Because also one of the amazing thing about this country is you're not obliged to retire. So, because if I retired at the age of 67, I think I'm gonna have like, what, 800 quid per month to live.
Basically cutting pensions again, having only quite recently cut pensions in about 2015, I heard that was when this last happened.
The average lecturer could lose about £10,000 in retirement.
We want you, UK, the employers, to reverse this unfortunate decision. We are devoted to our students and we would not take strike action lightly. We have been left with no alternative.
I'm Ludovic Coupaye. I am a lecturer in the Department of Anthropology and Material Culture Studies. I believe, and that's my own personal feeling, that the reason why the strike started and picked up so fast is also because it was the straw that broke the camel's back, because of the working condition. But mark my word, we're not in a factory, so we don't have machine tools that we need to take power off. But the idea that our work become more and more about administration and less valued, in fact, and more submitted to the audit culture, to, you know, managerial sort of like decision and actuarial evaluations.
Despite suffering through, in some cases, months of lost wages, meaning going hungry and often going into great debt, the picket lines were a strong source of the notion that everyone should suffer together to beat the establishment, one for all and all for one.
We're out here in the snow! The UK's got to go! We're out here, we're in the snow! The UK's got to go! Who's the university? Don't mess with USS! Don't mess with USS! Don't mess with USS! Don't mess with USS! Don't mess with USS!
Did you have any apprehensions before deciding to go on strike?
Politically, yes, I would say, in terms of like I had to enroll in the union, and I felt that I was submitting myself to those managers, in a sense. We had a series of strike in France, student strike in '86, and I remember it was my first year at university, or second year, and then I remember going to the meeting and feeling totally disgusted by the student union being the voice of the Parti Socialiste, of the Labour Party, and I felt that absolutely outrageous, and I was looking around me and nobody was moving, so I left. But I have no idea, you know, what we can do. So I think that the best way in which we're going to resist afterward, I mean, the most positive effect would be for us to, you know, invite us to think more, to say more, you know, even when the strike and the entire crisis is gone over, to keep thinking, and perhaps more than we have been, you know, doing so far. The problem is those type of movements are a bit like carnivals and rituals, right? It's a moment of intensity where everybody feels, you know, communitas, and we're all together and we march, and that's great, and, you know, we chant, and that's fantastic, right? And then we go back to our computers, yeah, to our Excel files, to our Turnitin, to our word count, and then it dilutes because we need to, you know, face everyday issue. You need to get your marks. You need to, you know, pass through the second year, right? I need to, you know, teach and do my thing. So, as I said, going from there is going to be to keep thinking about what we can do, keep asking ourselves that question. I think that's perhaps where do we go from there? From there, every day. You know, that's a good start. So my answer is keep asking that question every day.